Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Cleveland. To return, Jerome Ford. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
After winning the national title at Clemson and early success at Houston, there's no question that Deshaun's career has been slowed by some injuries and other challenges. But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm. And that calm comes with the trusting of talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run, he knows how to throw, and when he's available, he's still a difference maker.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the gun, Watson. Judy there to grab it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one gains 7, and that gives the Browns a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, here's Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Sticking to the air with Watson. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Watson on first and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, the timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Motioning Chase left. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's Brown again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
And these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. But he's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, it's 4. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and short, it's Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Chubb here on 1st down. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Watson to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, Watson. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Browns with work to do on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Got a man, it's Njoku. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Watson. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Headed out right. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Burrow out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 17. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Burrow. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll throw it again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 1-score game before halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So it's halftime here in Cleveland, with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. This is ahead for about 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Has a man, it's Brown. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Now on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Ford on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the gun, Watson. Finding Judy. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Now a give right side to Chubb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Watson on 1st and 10. Chubb brings it in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Watson escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. First down, ball at the 36. First throw for the backup now. He's got a man left. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running right with Chubb. Still has room inside the 15. Runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now lead by 10. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
On his Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Burrow setting to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Cut out left. He has room past the 25. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone now. He'll get this one to Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Working quickly here. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns leading by 8. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Past midfield to the 45. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Again, it's Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Hauled in left side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Browns just kneeling out the clock in this victory now.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.